back in 1976, just before I went into rehab for the first time, I was doing silly things, and I lost something I really liked, and I thought I'd go over to Heather's place. And I lived at Coogee, and Heather lived at Maroubra, and I didn't have any money, so I started walking, and I passed the cemetery, and I was keep walking past the shops, and then I got to Heather's place, and I knocked on Heather's door. I knock again on Heather's door. But she never comes, so I knock on Heather's door again, like in that Bob Dylan song. But nothing like that Bob Dylan song, because that's got copyright. So I knock on Heather's door again. And she come to the door. I says, hey, I lost the thing I really like. And she said, well, I haven't got one. Go to Maroubra Granny's, he might have one. So I walked bloody another 2 miles down to Maroubra to the beach part, and, the bit around on the right-hand side, where Granny's was, and he said, fuck off, I ain't got none. So I went back to Jenny's. I walked another 2 bloody miles. I mean, Heather's, well, I'm thinking of Jenny. I got Jenny on the bloody brain. Heather, it was Heather. Yeah. Heather, she looked a bit like Janis Joplin, but she didn't want you to tell her that you looked like Janis Joplin, because she wasn't that keen on the way she looked. But I said, you got any fags? And she said, yeah, I've got a couple. You could always get a fag off Heather. She's good like that. Couldn't get much else off her though, but, she was good with fags. And she said, me mum's home. Well, you can't come in because me mum don't like you. So I says, okay. So I goes back to Coogee, and a couple of days later, Heather comes knocking on me door. Like in a Bob Dylan song, that's copyright. And she knocking on me bloody door. I opens it up and she says, look, I've had a sort of religious experience. I said, yeah, me too. I've had lots of them, especially with Carlos Castaneda and Lob sang Rampa. She says, no, not like that. I've had a religious experience. I'm not going to do stupid stuff anymore. I says, oh, shit. She says, let's go for a picnic. I want to go for a picnic like I used to do when I was a kid. So I says, okay, because I liked Heather. I got a couple of kisses off her, but nothing else, because she didn't cotton to me. Anyway, too much. And I says, okay, so I guess me girlfriend Leslie to pack a couple of sandwiches. Well, I made them, because Leslie don't do nothing like that. So I have to do all that sort of stuff. So I packed them. And I bit Leslie for a couple of bob, and we went to the bus, and we went down to Centennial Park and had a picnic. But halfway through the picnic, when the sandwiches were half gone, Eva says, oh, I don't really like it here anymore. Because she had this big, heavy, long dress on that was heavy, and she had big boots on, and she's getting a bit hot, and she says, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, so we go home, and poor little Heather goes home, and I go home to my place. And then a few days later, she comes knocking on my door again, knocking on my door. And so she says, look, I'm going to pictures. My mum give me money for the pictures. We're going to see Billie Holiday in Lady Sings the Blues. You want to come? I says, yeah, okay, because Heather was a bit lonely at that time. So off we go. We get a bus into town, and we go and see the movie. And halfway through the movie, she gets up and walks out the door. She ran out the door. And you go down George Street, I'll catch up with her. I said, what's the matter, love? She says, that bloody movie's so sad. I know what's going to happen. It's all going to end up bad. I says, yeah, I know. It's going to end up bad. Let's go to Rob Souter's place up at Tartar Square in the alley behind Oxford Hotel. She says, I don't know him. I says, no, he's nice. He'll let us in. So he walks bloody another mile and a half up to bloody Oxford Street. We get to Tartar Square, go down the alley, knocking on Rob's door. Rob Souter, he was a drummer with the Dynamic Hypnotics and a couple of other bands and a real posh band later on. And then he went to heaven. But he's a real good bloke. I used to work with him as when we were porters at Rachel Foster Hospital. We used to get all the steaks that's supposed to go to the patients. Anyway, short story for long. We go knocking on Rob's door. No answer, so we walk away. He comes out, he says, hey, come on in, but you can't stay long because my girlfriend, she doesn't like people coming round all the time. So I says, okay. So he goes in and he says, you want a coffee? I says, yeah. We got no milk, that's all right. We'll have it black. So he puts on a percolator and we hear, knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock. It's a bloody percolator perking with a coffee. So he has a cup of coffee and he gives us a couple of fags and he says, you got to go. And his girlfriend come down the stairs. She was real nice. She loved him real big. And she says, it's nice to see you, Kaz, but we don't really want people coming around because we want to be by ourselves. So I says, okay, come on, Eva, let's go. So me and Eva go outside and Rob says bye and we walk up the alley and I feel in my pocket. Heather says, what are we going to do now? I says, I don't know, we better go home. Well, how are we going to get home? I says, I've got 25 cents in my pocket. You have it, get the bus, and I'll walk. Oh, no, she says. No, I says, it's all right, go, you get the bus. I walk home and lots of times when I'm broke because, I cut across Centennial Park. So she gets the bus and off she goes and I walk through Centennial Park. When I get to Centennial Park, I do some Buddhist stuff like I read in Carlos Castaneda and Lobsang Rampa and Jack Kerouac. And E. Cummins, I'm hip to all that. Anyway, so I do some Buddhist stuff and then I go home and I don't see Eva again till I'm living on Arden Street at Coogee. And me and Leslie are about to go out and Leslie says, oh, Heather's in a car park down the road. I saw Heather in the car park down the road. So I says, oh, well, she might be waiting for someone. So we piss off to where we were going. And when we come home that night, the bloody television was gone. Now, I don't know if Heather did it, but God bless her. She's in heaven now. So is Rob. So Heather will have television in heaven. They got bloody cable TV up there, I bet. Anyway, that's the story. I thought I'd better tell you. And I was going to do it to knocking on Heather's door. Because Heather's knocking on Heather's door. But they blocked me for doing that because they're always bloody listening to what you